Let's see how we can use the Lambda function in Google Sheets. First, we need to go to Google Sheets by clicking on Sheets from Google Apps. Let's click on Blank Spreadsheet. This creates and opens a blank sheet called Untitled Spreadsheet. We will rename this for easy future access to Lambda function. Let's create our data. Say we have X values in column A, Y values in column B, and we will have A in column D. For A we will have only 1 in D2. For X we will write values as 0 to 1 in steps of 0.2 and A2 to A7. Then we will use the array formula function with A2 to A7 as argument and multiply by -1 to get the negative of all the 0 to 1 X values. We want to repeat the X values again, so we will use array formula with A2 to A13 as argument. For Y we will use the Lambda function. Lambda function creates a custom function. It uses name or names and formula expression as arguments. In the example given, Lambda function takes X as the variable name and the formula required is X plus 1. For our case, we will write X and A as names, that is, we will use these in the formula used to get Y values. We want to get a circle from X and Y values, and the equation of circle is X square plus Y square equal to a square. So, Y is equal to plus or minus square root of A square minus X square. So formula expression we will write the square root of A multiplied by A minus X multiplied by X. Once we have written the Lambda function, we need to pass the arguments for the function. We will write A2 to A13 for X and D2 for A as the arguments. The argument for X is an array, so we will use array formula before the Lambda function. With this, we get the Y values for X values in A2 to A13, that is the positive square root values. For X in A14 to A25, we will copy and paste the formula for Y in B2 and B14. But this time we need the negative square root values, so we will just multiply the formula expression by -1. Since we had not locked rows and columns for A2 to A13 argument, when we copy-pasted the formula, the argument was auto-updated to A14 to A25. Since we had locked the rows and columns for D2 argument, when we copy-pasted the formula, the argument was taken as D2 and not updated. Let's do some formatting of the data. Finally, we will visualize this data through a chart. First, we will go to the Insert tab, and from there we will click Chart. If in the setup, the chart type is not Scatter Chart, we will change it to Scatter Chart. In our case it is already taken as Scatter Chart. We will adjust the size of the chart. We see that the data is in fact visualized as a circle with radius 1 unit. You can create your own custom formula with one or more variable names, but keep in mind that the number of names given in the Lambda function and the number of arguments passed should be equal. and also the order of names given in the lambda function and the order of arguments passed should be the same. With this, we have successfully learned how to use lambda function in Google Sheets. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video was useful.